The word dinacharya is derived from two words. Dina means day, charya means activity. In order to protect one's life, healthy person should get up from the bed in Brahmi Muhurta, that is approximately 4:24 am. After considering the condition of the body, one should eliminate the natural urges. Now I will explain about Danta Dhavana, that is cleaning the teeth. The twigs useful for the brushing should have a length of 12 inches with a circumference of a little finger. You can use the twigs of a pungent butter and astringent taste such as karanja, nimba, apamarga, babula. Paste can be prepared by using the fine powders of Trikatu, Trifala, Trijataka by adding honey. Then use the paste for the brushing the tooth with the help of the twigs by rubbing without causing injury to the gums. The lower row of the teeth should be brushed initially and then the upper row is to be followed. After brushing the teeth, stretch out your tongue completely. Take the curved edge of the cleaner and start scraping from back of the tongue and cover entire surface area. After Danta Dhavana, daily usage of Savi Ranjana is excellent for protecting eyes. It should be applied from the inner canthus to the outer canthus of eye. By these, eyes become clean, able to see even minute object. Eyelashes become smooth and firm. After Anjana, Navana, Gandusha, Dhumapana and Tambula Sevana are to be conducted. Regular usage of Anutaila as a Pratimarsha Nasya keeps the shoulder, neck and chest strong, voice becomes sweet, mouth becomes fresh and free from foul smell, all the sense organs become clear, skin becomes wrinkle free, hair never becomes grey. Mukha Abhyanga and Svedana should be done by covering the eyes as a Purva Karma of Nasya. Then the person is made to lie on his back and slightly raise the head. Instill the Nasya Dravya in each nostril by keeping the other one closed. After administration of the Nasya, gentle massage should be done. After Nasya, Prayogika Dhuma should be done. Inhale the medicated fumes from one nostril by keeping the other one closed and expel through the mouth. After that, gargling should be done by holding the liquid drugs in the buccal cavity for a specific period without moving the drug. Nowadays, oil pulling is very familiar. It gives strength to the mandibular joints, relieves toothache and strengthens the gums. After Gandusha, Tambula Sevana should be done. Chewing of 2 betel leaves along with 1 betel nut, slaked lime and extract of the khadira keeps the mouth fresh, tasty and devoid of bad smell. Now let us see how to perform Abhyanga, that is body massage. Generally it is done in 7 posture, that is sitting, supine, left lateral, prone, right, supine and again sitting. Massage should always start from the head. It relieves the headache, baldness, graying and falling of the hair. After that, massage is done to ears and then foot. Foot massage promotes good sleep and vision. Then massage should be done in all the 7 postures. Massage should not be conducted in persons suffering with the kapha disorders during the course of the Shodhana therapy and also in the state of indigestion. So always massage should be done after complete digestion of the food which is taken in the previous day. Massage should be conducted in a specific manner starting from the shoulder up to the tip of the fingers and from the hip to the toes. Massage on the chest should be gentle and apply only moderate pressure during the process. While doing the massage on the joints, stroke should be always circular. Performing Abhyanga on a regular basis will be beneficial. It delays aging, relieves fatigue, imparts good vision and promotes strength. It also increases the lifespan and relieves the insomnia. So the body becomes smooth and strong by the application of the oil massage. As a part of daily routine, it is also recommended to do Vyayama, that is exercise, regularly depending upon their strength to maintain health. Activities which produce tiredness to the body is known as Vyayama. One can do various types of exercises such as Surya Namaskara, Yogasana, jogging and playing games etc. according to their convenience and their health status. Strong persons who are habituated to take anxious food and in cold and spring season, that is Hemanta, Shishira and Varsha Rutu, is recommended to do exercise to their half of their capacity, and in other season it should be done still less. Massage with powder in opposite direction of the hair follicles with higher pressure is known as Udvartana. Regular practice of Udvartana liquefies the fat in the body. After Abhyanga and Udvartana, one has to take bath daily. By this, the body becomes clean and relieves fatigue. Normal bath with hot water gives strength to the body, but head bath decreases the strength of the hair follicles, so hot water head bath is contraindicated. As soon as the mind along with the sensory and motor organs become tired, the person gets sleep. In general, day sleep is not indicated, but exceptional in those patients who are old, sick, emaciated and also during summer. Thank you for watching.